Everybody, let's get into it. Get started, get started, get started, get started. Let's get it started.
Welcome back for the home stretch of Talk of the Town with PG Sittenfeld. We are so glad you're joining us on 1230 The Buzz of Cincinnati. And, you know, Tamaya, before me, Jerry Springer had the final thought, and we've tried to come up with a modern incarnation. Last week, we honed in on neighborhoods and really the lack of equity in Cincinnati neighborhoods in a little segment we're calling the PG Perspective. It's alliterative, if nothing else. So, Tamaya, I know you wait each week to hear what is the PG Perspective going to be. Don't use that.
With bated breath.
Sarcasm, it kills me every time. But without further ado, even if Tamaya isn't always just waiting with bated breath for the PG Perspective, here is the PG Perspective for this week. Tell me if this has ever been you. It's election day and you go to the polls to vote. You check the box next to your preferred candidate for president, you vote for governor and for senator, and you weigh in on a few local candidates and issues that you know will impact you. And then you turn your ballot over and you see the names of a bunch of judges that you don't recognize, and that's where the voting stops. You simply submit your ballot with a number of races left blank. If that's ever been you, well, then you are definitely not alone. In the 2010 election in Ohio, nearly 1 million of the folks who went to the polls to vote for governor and for things like SB 5 didn't vote in the state Supreme Court race, even though it was part of the same ballot. They say in a democracy, half the battle is just showing up, which begs the question, well, then what is the other half? I would argue that the other half of being democratically engaged, the equally important half, is showing up informed. If you're going to take the time to vote, if you're going to be a participant in our system of government, then why not make the full investment? This means reading about candidates in the newspaper or in publications like the League of Women Voters Election Guide, or going to the candidates' websites. You can also ask trusted friends to explain a given race to you. Showing up may be half the battle, but showing up empowered with knowledge wins the war. So there's something to think about, and that's the PG Perspective.